If I pillage this boat, that's it. That improvement is gone for me. Oh, do I do it? I will lose it if I don't. Yeah. I need a bit of era score, so I'm going to spend a little bit of gold on a shrine, and that means that I can now afford a missionary. Every city I spread my religion to is worth 2 era score, and I've got my own cities here as well that'll be hugely important for me. All right, this galley rush is probably a little flawed, and it probably isn't going to be enough to take the city, but I'll give it a good go. They're offering me 10 whole gold pieces. I've taken their capital, but that's not a very good trade deal, I'll be honest with you. One attack. I'm nowhere near killing them. Nowhere near killing them. That one catapult and the fact that this galley ended up getting diverted and couldn't get around that landmass, that was enough. Might have to peace out with Coupe or retreat my galleys somehow, which is going to be difficult given where they are. Oh, in the meantime, I can take Auckland quickly, which I think, yep, spreads my religion, which is lovely. Coupe, actually, they have another city right there, and I actually have swordsmen nearby. Ooh. Oh, Coupe, you just have made this so difficult for me. These galleys are so replaceable. They are so replaceable. I'm going to just attack in and see if I can get it. No, it's not going to be enough. That's a bit pointless, but at least it frees up some gold per turn for me. I'm no longer paying for them anymore. Auckland, by the way, is now giving me an extra production in every tile on the coast. It's really good. Eventually, I'll be able to stack that up with shipyards and industrialization to get the most production from each tile, but this is pretty good. I like this. I like this a lot. Lighthouse. Granary, monument, I need all of that stuff. I'll get the granary up first to keep this city growing. It is my Pingala city after all. Arabia, let's not get into a missionary off, please. I realise I should have just actually stood outside and converted that city. That would have been a lot quicker. I don't want to have to waste my faith on all of that. It would be very frustrating. The lighthouse is complete. Excellent. I actually have a few decent trade routes available to me, mainly to city-states, but 10 gold per turn is well worth a trader, so let's get that built as fast as we can. After that, my capital's got a choice to make. Do I put a holy site down? Government plaza? A campus? Might just commit to the campus, you know. Era scores are proving a little tricky right now, so I'm actually going to trade 100 gold up front to Arabia, which is not a good deal, just so that I can levy Auckland to give me 2 era score to also give me the troops to then take over this city. It's a very long-winded process, but this missionary is causing me issues because I was relying on the era score for converting these cities, and it's really annoying. I've got a second one over to Coupe City, so that's fine, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. I'm just going to bypass this city. I need the era score way more, so I'm going to give up on it already. Auckland has had its religion changed, which is really annoying, but I would like to keep this city-state without Amani in there. So there's one envoy. Amani, can you now move? I think no, Buenos Aires. That's the only other city-state that hasn't been converted yet, or suzerain, so that's worth a bit of era score. And now, Swordsman 1, Swordsman 2, and Swordsman 3 make this very short work. Come on, Auckland. Give me a city. Era score. There you go. Silver City is converted, and now Coupe's old capital. Next turn, we have 2 turns left. I've just about got away with that. But this little city, hey, it's another one. It's great. Why not take it if Coupe gives it to us? That's what I say. I mean, I don't think it's a very useful city for me, but there are some really good flooded tiles. 3-2, 3-1. Yeah, it's not too bad, you know. Oh no, literally, just as I was about to start my attack, I kid you not, a catapult has appeared. They time it. Coupe times it in the most annoying way possible. All right, get the units in. We'll get them ready to start the assault. I think a free galley rush is probably all we've got going here. Here's my religion spread. There you go. Look, if you try and get rid of my religion in my capital, I'm not going to be happy with you. I really won't. 12 gold routes to Persia. That's actually really good. Let's start to run these. The medieval era. Okie dokie. What are we going to do today? Well, first of all, we'll just have a look at our golden age, which is beautiful. And then we'll pick what we can do. 3 inquiry. This would turn my harbors into science producing yields. I like that. Culture for my districts isn't too bad. Monumentality would let me use my gold and my faith to actually get some units in. Although, no builders. Haven't got a single builder. We'll never have a single builder. Exodus of the Evangelists would be another decent option. We have to convert it and sort of add it together with the options on this game for which would be best to get era score for the next golden age, because I never want to leave a golden age after this point. 1 era score for each. Eureka is a really handy one because they're so easy to do, although iron mine, pasture, mines, Okay, more of these involve builders than I realized. I'm going to go Exodus of the Evangelists. It feels like a slightly weird choice, but I really want to get my religion out here. It's quite important to me, so we'll hold on that. And as I spread my religion, I get more era score. And more religion means more competitiveness over city-states. I was wondering whether or not going to war with Arabia would be a good idea to start nuking their missionaries, but I don't think it is, you know. They have very strong units. I'm not far away from my unique man-at-arms, which is really, really powerful, but I believe an outright attack might be quite tricky. I tell you what though, I could take out a couple of the city-states that are surrounding us and use those as a base of attack later. Mittler, Venice, neither of those are going to be particularly useful for me, and they will let me attack Mecca and Cairo later. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Venice is very well defended though. Let me think about that. I'd rather have less city-states in the game but be really, really secure on them than have lots and not be able to have a monopoly over city-states. That's the big difference, is whether or not I want them in the game because I could control them, or if I just remove them because I'm not controlling them. World Congress. Can we condemn the Arabian religion, please? That would be funny. Although actually, diplomacy is kind of important for me today, isn't it? We'll have a look at the resources. Right at the bottom is silver, annoyingly one of mine. We'll vote to ban that because it's normally the one at the bottom. Fine, I will improve the Arabian religion just because it's likely to go through. We might just have a World Congress session where it's a problem. No, Shinto went through. Interesting. All right, well, one point out of that. It's not too bad. Zanzibar and Canada. Canada is the last person on this map. Interesting. I'm not sure Canada will appreciate all of my warmongering, but never mind. I think I will renew my friendship for now. It won't necessarily have to last, but it's good to just not fight everyone at the same time. Military emergency. Let's see how bad this one is. How many people join in on this? Persia does. Oh, I wanted to be friends with you, Persia. Never mind. Another city taken from Coupe. Quite a decent city, you know. Got a worked source of silver. It's got a harbour that can be repaired, and they are now losing that city. Can we now make peace? I know an emergency has been declared. I can just sneakily now make peace with them, and we would just be at war with Persia. Oh, Coupe is actually giving me their cities and their gold. It actually makes the trade deal better because they're just like, we don't want these cities. Please take them. You know what? I'll take them up on that offer. That's really handy. And there's Canada. 110 science. Okay, we found our big boss. So there's the city we've taken. And where was the other one? Over here with, no loyalty whatsoever. That one's gone. Canada, will you give me gold? Oh my goodness, they'll buy it from me for 78 gold per turn. Yep, done. Isn't that brilliant? Canada, do you want to join in on this emergency just on the other side? No, not for, a sensible amount of money, but I might be able to get other people in on wars. No. Short answer is no. Okay, well, that's an interesting revelation, and our economy is now popping. The problem is our overall empire yields are so negligibly small, it's kind of a little worrying. Canada has 52 population. 52! They are doing really well. Their capital is somewhere, and it's having its own game. Canada are just enjoying life at the moment. That's okay. It's time, by the way, to put scripture in. In fact, actually, now that we're not at war in a serious way, I'm going to classical republic this. Move things around. Scripture goes in. Conscription, I still think, is a really important card. Urban planning is just helping my new cities. Use a little bit of gold for a temple. We need the faith up. I need apostles. I need inquisitors. We need to start removing some of this religion so I can fight back. Oh, yes. Some of these routes are becoming delicious. Do I want a little bit of production or all of the gold? I'm actually going to take a little bit of production to Woolen. That's not a bad route. I'm actually looking at my resources, and I've got so many sources of silver from Auckland and other places like that. I was going to pop a city on that silver tile there, but I don't actually think it's worth it. We've also got sugar in our empire already. I'm wondering whether or not going for strategic resources is the better bet. Difficult to say, isn't it? Look at all of the geothermal fissures around here, though. Oh, I see. Not just one, but two very juicy campuses in this area. In fact, actually, is that just as good? It is. It's actually better. Oh, we got to get settling out. We have to get settling out. Doesn't matter what I do. Religion, diplomacy, it all requires a huge amount of cities. I wonder where all of these missionaries are going, eh? I wonder where all these missionaries are going. Okay, I have 200 faith coming in per turn. I can almost afford an apostle. 200 faith per turn. I mean 23 faith per turn. We've got 200 in. One apostle, and I can start fighting them off. Problem is they're going to just bypass and go straight for my holy city. I'm not too worried because I've got another holy site being built up in the north. Doesn't stop it being annoying though. It is very annoying. That's the major issue. How much would it be to get them to promise to stop? About 400 gold. I'm going to give it a go because it might actually be worth it. So let's buy 20 diplomatic favor there. And I'll buy 10 from Canada, like so. Now I can go, because this is a friendly person. So if I go promise not to convert my cities, there we go. He says he's going to stop. I don't believe that will work, but we'll give it a turn. If the missionaries walk off in a different direction, we might be all right. They seem to be still moving in great numbers towards my holy city. Do I think that I trust Arabia here? No. No is the short answer. Galapagos Islands. Lots of cool wonders in this game. I mean, can we just put an F in chat for what is maybe both a terrible and awesome Cliffs of Dover at the same time? It's got so many reefs around it, and it's totally unworkable apart from this one tile. To be fair, actually, I guess if we settled on the silver, it would be fine. And we could still settle on the wine. Oh, you know what? I take it back. It's a totally useful and self-respecting Cliffs of Dover. That's what we're going to say. I reckon we can survive one conversion. Let's see if they do. Yep, they're going to do it. All right, at least they'll generate a lot of grievances doing this. I have 2 charges of missionaries ready to go. I was saving up for an apostle. This is really, really annoying. Fine, 1 missionary. It doesn't matter how many missionaries they send. I can stop them just purely by missionary spamming myself. It's just really annoying. That's the major thing. It's really annoying. Yep, they've just converted my holy city. That's really, really annoying. Fine, missionaries, move in. Cleanse it out. Okay, now they're moving away, weirdly, now that they've done their worst and converted my city, but it's okay. We've now reconverted it, blocked it off, and I'm actually going to leave my missionaries around because we've got a fun little situation arising soon where we should be able to counter attack. Religious attack, you know what I mean. Here's a shrine, and there is a temple in my new holy city, providing 6 production and faith as well as everything else. This is a really cool city now. The world has been circumnavigated. Mysteriously, Coupe beat me to it. Who would have thought that would be possible, eh? I always like this button. This is what I like to call the intrusive thought button. Pillage road. This is my own road. It's between 2 of my own cities. But because it's neutral, I could pillage it if I wanted, and there'd be no way to fix it easily. Because I can't get builders. Oh, my brain is just like, please press that button. And I'm thinking, no, that's a terrible idea. Why would I ever do that? Hunza. Oh, this city-state hasn't been converted by anybody yet. Interesting. Buenos Aires has. Okay, Amani over to Hunza. 1 envoy. Let's pop you immediately into Hunza. Trade routes generate 1 gold for every 5 tiles they travel. It's actually really handy because my trade routes are massive. Plus my capital now has a library. It's just a small amount of science. But honestly, it's just past turn 100 and I'm nowhere near any useful yield whatsoever. Builders. Oh, it's such an annoying little thing. All the luxuries to sell, all the strategics to sell. Please, just let me be. They're just lurking, just ready to break a promise all over again. Here they are. I'm just leaving my missionaries in the way so they physically can't get into my city whilst I save up for an apostle. But you kind of feel like they never really meant the promise, you know? Don't know what's really giving me that opinion, but I just feel like that. The government plaza finished. Okay, Pingala would be a really useful upgrade for me because I just don't have yields, and this city would really help me get those yields. I do kind of want Magnus though. Start printing settlers. 17 production, 14 production. To be honest, maybe I should just get multiple cities making settlers all at the same time. That could be the clever way of doing it. Yeah, I often forget to do this. Let's get 1, 2, 3 cities all making settlers. I'll pop the settler card in a second. In fact, there it is. I just bought it because I'm lazy. Yeah, no need for Magnus. Let's get Pingala instead. Connoisseur. I was on 17 culture per turn. Now I'm on 25. Big difference. That culture gives me other governors, better governments. I want to get to monarchy as fast as I can. That way my walls, the thing that I can build really, really well, they'll start to give me housing. Housing is a thing that I have very little of. Pingala upgrades again. Researcher this time. 36 science per turn. Hey, these are small advantages, but I like them. Nobody's really going crazy tech in this game. Canada is on 27 techs, which is 11 ahead of me, but they've only got 100 per turn. They could be going any direction, Canada. They often go for a diplo victory. They may go for a religion at some point, maybe. I think Maori actually had the last one, so maybe not. But, 17 gold per turn. Yes, of course. That's because Huns is now boosting that route. That's really handy. Oh, I like that. There was a flood, but there was equally nothing to break because there were no improvements. I'm flood proof, everyone. Haha! Apostle. What I'm going to be doing is looking for promotions. If I can get the debater promotion, then I will keep the apostle. If the promotions are rubbish, I will make an inquisition and I will use inquisitors to do the same job. Both options work, but one is just a little more patient than the other. Can we have peace yet, Persia? Oh, they haven't sent any units over to me. It feels like a very hollow war, this, and I would rather trade with you. Or an admiral that gives me a free trader in a city. Yes. Well, that's actually really helpful. Let's use you immediately. Some really good trade routes appearing now. 20 gold per route. We have created a trade empire from nothing. I've given Arabia a delegation. I'm now going to send them a single trade route because both of these things increase my diplo visibility with them. So now I have intel on them rather than the other way around, which is really good because they get double support bonus on religious units and all units. Look at that, plus 12 bonus if I attack the middle one. So I've got to be a bit careful. Yeah. Okay, none of these promotions are good. I could use 2 charges of this apostle and then make my inquisition, but I'd rather make the inquisition faster, I think. Or would I just rather get the attack in? Oh, I don't know. They'll just run away if I do damage to them. It's better to get the inquisition, get the era score, save up again. I think it's only 150 faith. Yeah, we'll get one of these really, really soon. As I put down yet more trade routes to beautiful places, the settlers are now appearing. I kind of want to time this for a bit of a decent religious pushback. I don't want to be founding cities only for Arabia just to immediately spread their religion to me, but I think I might have to do an element of that because, unfortunately, well, they're kind of everywhere. That is a bit unfortunate. They're very much everywhere. Oh, look, my warrior has found a little barbarian island with the evolution of man. From warrior to swordsman to man-at-arms. Delightful. Let's never come back here ever again. Oi, now you're spreading it here. You need to just back off, friend. You are being really annoying. Natural philosophy time. That's another 6 science going up to 47. I tell you what, we are very much in the pack scientifically now, apart from Canada. Canada's doing their own thing. Apart from that, we're all good. Now that I've unlocked my unique unit, I'm tempted to focus on getting my unique walls up, but it's a long way down this tree. It really is. I'll give it a go. There's a lot of stuff that could be boosted here, such as this city. Look how useful a watermill is in here. We've got a few different resources in various places, so yeah, construction boosted. It's not a builder, so it's fine. Oh, you know what? I think I may have realized why Canada's doing so well. Their capital is 20 population, and it looks like they have Great Bath and Etamananki all in the same sugar-filled city. That's got to be Pingala as well, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. I think they've been watching my recent China series. They've been looking at it and going, we can do population like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter if all of my religion gets stolen away. I am slowly building up a resistance now. My Inquisitor, my first one, has arrived. And I'm actually going to get Moksha in my holy city to try and lead a fight back with as much faith as possible. You've got to have faith. I've said it before. And goodness me, I'll say it again. My Inquisitor's got a 4 flanking bonus, 3 intel on opponents' movements. A lot of the cards that will help me are all locked under Reformed Church. We can't do any of that right now, but it's good. I just need, 165? 160 faith to get my second Inquisitor, and I can really start pinning them down. The thing I'm reluctant to do is attack whilst we're in a situation where a missionary could just run away, because then I'm losing power for no reason whatsoever. Oh, Chungrati. That would give me a well-needed boost of faith, let me tell you that. Okay, I will keep that in mind as a possible option. A new city. Oh, now here's the question. Do I want to put it on this sugar or this sugar? Quite like to get that silk, potentially. There is another silk down there. Okay, so it's not the essential silk that I need. This is a little bit... It uses the space better, doesn't it? Okay, let's just pop you down there. Again, you have to look at a city and think, what does this city need? A holy site with +1? Probably not. A commercial hub? That's probably better. So we'll put a commercial hub in instead. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, look! an actual army from Persia. I mean, sure, it's a single spearman, but I mean, that's as much as we've seen so far. I'll take it. Second Inquisitor. Almost there. Almost there. Just move you to there. Switch these 2 units around. I just want to get into a situation where I can get even more flanking and get 2 attacks in that are likely to kill this missionary, which I think I can do. Oh, the missionaries have moved slightly. Interesting. I think they're going to go and try and convert some of my newer cities, but that's fine. All you're doing is leaving your missionaries exposed and ready to get hit. Right. Please, please be enough. 35 damage is nowhere near enough. The RNG had that closer to 50. Fine, it can't run anywhere. The only place it can go is this tile, and it will still be in my land, so the Inquisitor should be able to shut it off. I'm going to delay settling so that I've got another city that follows me before that point. That's awesome. Oh, and look, another shrine. Perfect. And another temple. Even better. What is this religion giving me? Oh, feed the world. That's actually quite handy. Won't lie. That's actually really handy. It's probably handier than anything I could build in my city. Never mind. How are you going to react to this? Are you going to move some stuff? Oh, yep, they're moving away, leaving this missionary to die. I like that strategy. That strategy is a good one. Again, you can convert all of my other cities if you so wish. It's fine. It's really annoying, but it is fine because now, for the first time, I can just settle this city and then immediately go, well, bam, and get the era score for converting a city to my religion. Excellent. Now, I'm just going to let this Inquisitor heal for a turn, and these missionaries are going to go out and start pinning down with zone of control. You can't escape. My Inquisitors will find you. This Admiral gives me +1 sight range to all naval units and lets me go over ocean. It's the last medieval era Admiral, so I'm not going to wait. I will take you. It's a little bit of era score. It's lovely. And envoys. Envoys. What am I going to do? I want to actually wait with my envoys now. It doesn't follow my religion. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save them, make use of them where I can. Using my missionaries, as I say, to trap in the enemy missionaries like so. And again, you find yourself very exposed here. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We might get another kill in. Maybe not this turn. Oh, no, that was a much better damage roll. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's a big spread. That's a big spread. We've just knocked their religion off this city. It's all about using your missionaries to block off any tile that an enemy missionary might be able to leave your territory with, because as long as you're fighting in your territory, you can do a lot more. So this Inquisitor can reach, so can this one. All right, we're going to take a little bit of damage doing this, but I think it's worth it. 1, 2, and then kill on 3. Bam. Yes. Even more dedication bonus. Look at that. Another city spread. This is just going to, build up momentum. Now, tell you what, I'm just thinking about this. James St. George is a really, really interesting one for Georgia. 3 sets of medieval walls, more later? That's why I use all that gold for something relatively useful. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I wouldn't normally buy you, but I think it's worth it. Mausoleum. Oh, my capital would have to get rid of such a good tile to build Mausoleum, but it is almost worth it. I'm going to have to give it a go. Yep. All right, let's do this, and I'll pop you there. Civil service means that I have alliances. This is exciting. Now, you promised not to convert my cities, but I could, in theory, get a religious alliance. They're pretty keen on that. I'd rather lock them into some sort of alliance so that they can't complain about me converting their cities. But what I'm going to do is probably go military. Oh, I'll say that. It's only religious alliance they'll pay for. What have I got to pay for a military alliance? Ooh, that feels like a lot. Actually, no, they'll give me some sugar for an alliance. Or if I give them some sugar. But okay, that feels fair. Now, that means I don't have to worry about them in the long run, but I can levy their very vast army, 600 strength, to maybe invade Persia or the Mayans or Canada. There's always got to be a way. No builders is such a problem that I really do have to just keep my options open here. Mathematics and 1 random technology from the medieval era. I don't think that's very handy for me because I've already got mathematics. But what the problem is that this is classical era. So even if I pass, it'll go straight onto a medieval one. So I better take. And all right, Omar is a lot better. I'm slowly building campuses. Just need to keep pushing my population a little bit. But you know what stirrups will do? That's fine. Ancient and medieval walls in the city. I'm actually going to reserve this for my cities with no production. I think that'll be a better job for me. Another city, this time on this tiny little dog bone shaped island with horses in the middle. Yay! This city literally is just for that source of horse. I am proud of this city. It will be perfect. The only problem with it, I must say, is that 95 turns to get a harbour out. I mean, I've got no builders that can chop that through. I'm tempted to say after this point, settling is going to be just pointless because districts are getting more and more expensive. So I think any city I take after this point, I am going to militarily found it. I'll put it that way. I will take it and found it with my army rather than with a settler. It's got to be a better way of doing it. With every holy site that is founded, I just feel a little better about how things are going. Excellent. My mission is to take over this city-state over here. If I can send a couple of missionaries over, convert it, get a load of envoys, and I'm going to hugely get more faith, not just from my shrines and temples, but also from my trade routes. That'll be cool. Oh, they think they're being so clever. Look, they've left their missionary very carefully in neutral ground where I can't attack them. Oh no! Foiled! Everything, my whole strategy falls apart. What will I do? Oh no, wait, I've bought the ground you are stood on. And now you're dead. Yep, that is the petty length that I will go to get rid of this religion. Get out of my pub. Oh yeah, you know they're getting desperate. All of their missionaries are literally just being chucked into cities so they don't have to fight me anymore. I love it. 50% of the cost of production sounds amazing. 10 strength for a religion. Now, if this goes through and improves Arabia's religion, that won't be good. But Shinto I'll take. So I'll vote for that and hope that gets put through. But knowing my luck... Oh no, it went through again this time. That's good. Okay, the thing I was really, really desperate to avoid was this religion getting pushed through. Oh, next catch of the day. Oh dear. It's a shame that you've got 2 charges, Mr. Missionary. You're not going to be able to... commit suicide quick enough. Oh, I do like to cause a bit of chaos. I can get Canada to declare war on Cyrus. Yes. I want the AI to be fighting itself rather than me. The military emergency against me fails, and I get 200 Diplo favor. That's really good. How much does that sell for? 64 gold per turn. Well, that's a good thing because I think my trade deal with Canada just ran out. Yeah, the huge one that they were giving me for all of that city gold. Oh, that was lovely. Yeah, we'll renew it with an emergency. I always like that little combo. Steal a city and then get paid to keep it. I like it. Goodbye, Mr. Missionary. Goodbye. Reformed Church has spread, and as you can see, yes, this is good. I'm finally getting rid of all of this religion from my land, and we're getting more era score every time that I flip a city. Okay, next up, let's send a missionary over to this city. I've only got 8 turns before the end of the era, but that's fine. I've got plenty of time to convert a bunch of cities. This city and this city will give me 4 era score. That puts me to 88. Then I just need 4 more. A missionary over to Willen, I think will be enough for that one. I'll send this Inquisitor over to this city, which I think will do the same job. It never quite gets the movement right when you've got +2 movement. We'll convert ourselves to another government. That'll give us some era score. I think we should be fine. He hopes. He hopes hopingly. Oh yeah, and I'm going to be settling on the tundra. That'll be my 12th city. A lot of people have 11, so no era score from Sprawling Empire just yet. But you never know. Might get it in a bit. Tundra City, founded. Huzzah! Just going to immediately throw the walls up here. Excellent. And a source of silk. Just makes me a little happier. I'm not going to sell that off. I'm going to keep it in my city for now. Crazy thing is I've got 277 gold per turn coming in, but only 70 of that is from deals. The rest is genuine trade. I have some really good trade routes going here. I've been quite proud of this game so far. It's been good. And a lighthouse means that actually I didn't even have all of my trade routes running at the same time. I've just been having a look through this and just checking which cities have the best routes. Oh, Cold Island does. I can trade with Canada for loads of yields. Excellent. There we go. Persia wants peace now. They're done with the emergency. You'll really like me because I did like a surprise war earlier. So, you know, come on, get involved. Divine Right. Often confused, but infinitely superior to Divine Left. Always remember that. We're the first person to get a tier 2 government. That's a nice chunk of era score. I will not object to that at all. Colonization. I don't actually need that anymore because we've only got a couple of turns left on that one. Let's instead take Scripture and this one. That's actually how you pronounce that. A little known fact for you there. Limes. Should we go veterancy for harbour building? No. Maritime industries, because I'm going to start building a navy now. I do not want to just put war away as something I'm not going to do. Look at all of these cities that the Mayans have on the coast. A frigate rush would absolutely be very helpful there. So let's get military engineering, and we're going to start making use of the government. World Congress currently allowing people to build units really quickly. Well, there is military engineering and 2 sources of niter. One there, very useless to me, but one here, underneath a holy site. I have a source of niter, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my. Okay, that is really exciting. That means a quadrireme rush into frigates is very, very doable. I don't need builders. No, it's fine. The last charge of Jim St. George, by the way, I'm just leaving here until the mausoleum works itself out. They're saying that if I can pick up a Theodore, that would be handy. Not many turns more gold until I could pick up a Theodore, so maybe I'll do that. Especially with Persia trading for my silver. Yeah, you see, look, I'm a friend on the international stage again. I always knew I belonged. I always knew. Right, there's 2 era score for converting that 1 population city, and then Wulin, convert you as well. And of course, that doesn't count because it's already followed my religion. This city, however, never has. Excellent. Dedication bonus has been triggered. Golden Age secured. Perfect stuff. 10 population city. My Pingala city as well. Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, I am finishing a sattler here. I've got 2 more. Then we're going to finish with maybe there's another source of strategic that I might like. A source of niter, mayhaps. Oh, there's marble up there. Don't have any marble source. Oh, and this is a source of wine that would allow me a passage onto Persia's continent. Might go and settle that in a second. It's quite handy. Let's build an army. Do I want to build an army? Yes, I very much do. Own 2 trebuchets. That's the first thing I'm going to do. 8 turns it reckons to build that trebuchet. Oh, that's far too long. It's almost like these cities have no production whatsoever. How on earth could that have happened, eh? You know, before the medieval era ends, which is annoying because the era score is not going to stack, I'm going to take a Theodore because that puts Bisheng into the game for later. I think actually that might be quite useful in cities with no population. Right, we can probably rush Mausoleum now. The world enters the Renaissance era. Excellent stuff. Everyone is saying that they hate my gloating. Didn't think I was gloating. I thought I was just playing good. Maybe it's one and the same, eh? Science is good. Natural philosophy, I'm going to get more from naval infrastructure, so I'm going to put that in for now. And as you can see, Coupe, Dark Age, oh dear. I feel like I'm getting too much value from religion right now. Reform the coinage I'm looking at for a little bit, because international trader, it's gold. That's huge for me, but I'm building an army, spreading my religion. I want to spread crusade. I want to remove religion at the same time. I say crusade. I haven't actually picked crusade. This is the thing. I just always assume I've got crusade. Why do I always assume I've got crusade? I think it's just like feed the world, really, isn't it? There you go. First charge of Isildur. Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. 1 science, 1 faith, 1 culture, and all co-stars for this city. That is a huge chunk of science. In fact, it actually repairs the science I've just lost from my government by taking out the campus card. But now my engineers have an extra charge. Buttress is rushed through. I can start building some trebuchets now. I need to get siege tactics boosted. Moksha, I'm going to move you to my little city next to Arabia for a second. I feel like that would be a good move. Tell you what, my faith is now beginning to actually rise to levels that is useful, genuinely useful. Let's transform my religion now. I've got a lot of faith spare. I'm going to see what apostles I can get, see if any of them are useful, and just go from there. Oh, I've almost got my unique wall up now. I'm really excited about that. Well, that's a debater. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, we'll get at least 1 debater out. Perfect. We're going to build a bit of a team. I'm going to spread my religion to Arabia. We're going to remove their religion fully. They attacked me first. I still have grievances with them about it, so I can get away with it. Hee. I'm sure they won't mind, maybe. My military, by the way, is going to attack Persia. 241? That's not very large, but I'm going to have a load of trebuchets, going to have a load of boats. I mean, do I do that or do I attack the Mayans? 9 cities, 42 pop. 12 cities, 72 pop. Yeah, but okay, Persia has got a lot more for me to go and capture, and my boats could just actually hit around this bay. Yeah, there's options for me. I think I've got options. I just need to build an army, like a huge army now, which I am starting to do. I've got my first quadriremes, still got my galley fleet from before. There's another market, which means I have another trade route available. Spread religion an extra 2 times. Yeah, it's not too good, but 2 apostles. I'll send a guru after them in a second. This should be enough to just cause a little bit of chaos, especially because I can see lots of gurus in the middle there. Gurus are always useful to attack. Oh look, I can now give my builders an extra 2 charges. How useful. Yay. Man, that's what I needed. Uh-oh, the barbs are here. Remember, any boats they break, well, they're broken. I can't do much about those, so I better defend them pretty hard, which I will. Oh, hello. That's a bunch of apostles. Okay, right, you're charging apostles at me now, are you? Oh, I thought we were done with this. All right, I guess this is fine. I've got my offensive troops going in a different direction. And now that I've got an Inquisition, I'm not really worried. Just have to build a bit more of a defensive force and move the one that I've got back over. But I mean, look, I don't want your religion, okay? Not today, friend. Not today. Yep, once again, they just converted this city to their religion. Okay, that's very annoying. Very annoying indeed. I mean, it's not going to help you because I can just instantaneously remove your religion, but I would prefer if you didn't do that because it's causing me to have to use like 3 or 4 turns worth of faith, and I just can't be bothered with that. But 2 trebuchets mean that I've now boosted siege tactics. Let's get my Ziki finished, then we can go for apprenticeship. I've just got myself ironworking, so I can now upgrade my warriors into my unique troops, which is pretty useful. I'm building a bit of a naval fleet at the same time. I don't need many boats, just enough to upgrade and make use of all my niter, which I do have quite a bit of. Oh no, what a shame. What a shame. I'm converting your cities whilst you convert mine. You see, no one's happy now. No one is happy. There's siege tactics. Okay, why is my unique war so good? Well, it's cheap. It gives me 400 defense rather than 300. It gives me faith, which is +8 because it's doubled in a golden age. And it will also give me 2 diplo favor because I am monarchy. It's just so good. Oh, 5 turns to build in my capital. Yes, just get it done. Ferdinand, 1 free copy of the luxury. Oh, that is quite handy actually. See if that one works out. Hildegard is actually science on my holy site. That is really tempting. I think I might pick you up briefly. Yeah, let's do that. Excellent. Now, I've actually got a bunch of +3 holy sites. There's one there. There's one there. I'm building a +6, but it's going to take me ages. +7 as well. So it's whether I want a +3 now or a little bit more later. I don't know. Another market. It looks like there's another 24 gold route from here as well. Oh, I love it. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!